What is going on, YouTube? So coming back today with the free agency video. Today talking about 4 transactions. A pretty big day in free agency, actually. One of the best free agents left in this class was signed today. So let's start with the first one. And the Chicago Bulls signed guard Spencer Dinwiddie, so they had a little bit of depth there. Second bit of news, I was expecting it probably within the next year or two. Just kind of sad to see him go, but Amar'e Stoudemire retires, I believe after a 10-year career. His knees kind of gave out after a while. The body didn't really hold up, but I mean, he was a great player to watch for his first 6-7 years in the league, maybe even 8. The Knicks just signed him at the wrong time. His days with the Suns, though, were really fun to watch. He was a very good player, Rookie of the Year back in the day. Him and LeBron, the only 2 Rookies of the Year, or Rookie of the Year players to ever come out of high school, or come straight out of high school and win it. So, a little fun fact for you there. He retired a New York Knick. So, next one, the Portland Trail Blazers finally re-signed Maurice Harkless. So, this was a storyline I was personally following for a little while to see if Harkless would actually go somewhere else. The Blazers had a lot of players that they dealt with in restricted free agency this year. It's been a wild ride for the Blazers through this round of free agency. But at least they do get to keep another young and up-and-coming player like Maurice Harkless. I think that keeping Harkless and Allen Crabbe were 2 very good moves by them. And then they also re-signed C.J. McCollum, so some big moves in the offseason by the Blazers. So last one and biggest piece of news for the day. The Spurs signed David Lee to a 2-year, $3.2 million deal with a player option in his second year. So what does this do for the Spurs front court? I'm going to pull up or at least for me right now, the San Antonio Spurs roster. Because their starting 5 is very impressive. There's no doubt about that. They have a starting 5 that literally could compete with anyone in the league. And their depth, while it doesn't look great right now, I still think it's fine for what they're looking at. Backup point guard, or they're pretty deep at the point guard spot between DeJounte Murray, Ryan Arcidiacono, and then obviously Patty Mills. That's just to back them up. And then shooting guard, they got Monty Ginobili behind Danny Green. It gets a little bit thin at the small forward spot. Between Kyle Anderson and I believe Davis Bertans is their backup small forward. So a little bit thin there, but they finally pick up a backup power forward to go behind LaMarcus Aldridge and Pau Gasol. It's something that they've needed for a while. I believe Dwayne Dedmon was really their only option at power forward. Kyle Anderson can play at that spot. And then, that was about it. So, it was a huge pickup for the Spurs. There's no way to describe that, and they got him for pretty much a steal. I feel like he can be utilized in the right way in San Antonio. He can, get some of that scoring touch back that, this guy was an All-NBA third-team player 3 years ago. He's not that far removed from, being one of the better players in the NBA. And I think he still can reach that level if he stays healthy. So, it might not have got much attention today, but it definitely got my attention. Not with with pretty much all the big signings done. This is probably one of the biggest ones left for the offseason. So, and I think it could end up being a very, very big one as the season goes along. So, like I said, this is probably the final video for today. It's been a busy day of videos. If you ever hear those random sounds, it's realgm.com for the NBA. Play random ads. But either way, like I said, that's pretty much it for this video. Go check out my website. The link to that will be in the description below. I got blog posts on there pretty much every single day. NBA, NFL, college football. It'll expand even further than that. And then also go check out my Twitter. Shoot me a follow. I tweet sports fire all day. And then go give me a follow on Instagram. That'll help me out a lot as well. So that's pretty much it. So yeah.